All right, my friends, we've come up with a plan. I still don't know what to do about the international slots, so we're figuring that out as we go. Some games in hand have been played, not all of them. So we find ourselves currently off the team that is in the top half of the conference, 7 points back even on games. And it could get worse, but that's where we're at. Let's go. I make this face a lot in this series. All right, my friends. No one has been prepared to pay Alan Polidos. I cannot get that out. His wages. I've asked him to speak to other clubs. We'll see what happens. So when I looked at the roster, I saw a lot of midfielders, and I still stand by that. Not a whole lot of center backs, but a lot of midfield options. And really, what's odd to me is they were playing a 4-2-3-1 double DM. We don't really have a 10. None of the players that we have that can play the 10 are like outstanding at it, in my opinion. Like Calvillo doesn't know it as well. I mean, he can play it, but it's like, Gutierrez knows it, but like as an enganche, maybe he doesn't have the agility to be an advanced playmaker. Can't do the shadow striker, so I don't think he's very good at it. Jan here, Zamburek, maybe, has the attributes but doesn't know the role. He's definitely more of a winger and a normal midfielder. Lyndon Gooch, again, same thing. Doesn't know the role. Ugh. This guy, not even worth looking at. He's a striker / left winger. Christian here knows the role, isn't really amazing at it. So it's just odd to me. Even Paxton Palmakel, he's definitely more of a deep line playmaker than a 10. And so it just was odd to me that they had decided to play a 4-2-3-1 with not really having the personnel to do it. So I went back and we have lots of midfielders. We have some DMs. So here's what we've come up with. It's a 4-3-3, which you could argue, well, it's not all that different from 4-2-3-1. Well, yeah, it is, because we're playing players, and you could argue this guy isn't playing in a Mazzala, which he knows better, but he's pretty decent at the box-to-box midfielder, and he knows other midfield roles. So I know I just said, hey, he doesn't know the 10, but like, I think he's got enough strength from an attribute standpoint to play that role. And what this also allows us to do is lots of our subs can come in to these roles. We also have the option of playing with the DM for some of our subs that are better at the DM, or if we need to play with the DM. But like, pretty much, this is our best striker. Lyndon Gooch is our best right winger. Daniel is our best left winger on an inverted forward or winger. I tend to prefer the forward, and Christian here is a 10 on finishing, so I don't really want him taking shots. So my thinking is he kind of takes up that space. He knows the false 9 the best, but in my experience, false 9, you want to have like a partner or a 10 that runs past, like a shadow striker, where like, you know, the false 9 pulls the center backs out of position and then the other player goes, right? We don't have that because we don't have anybody that plays the 10, so it doesn't make sense in my head to play him there. But I think playing that deep lying forward where, you know, he is the forward, he's almost like the Columbus Crew player that no one likes that plays striker, Jossie Zardes, where you're just like, just don't shoot, but like makes the runs, does the job, holds up the ball well. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. And then Daniel can run into here, and Lyndon Gooch as the winger can maybe find one of them. I love a box-to-box midfielder, so we have 2 of them. And then Gutierrez, quite good, great technique, just can't run, right? Like, doesn't have acceleration and pace, so it's like, hey, you play a deep line playmaker, you can tackle, he's a 13 on tackling, so you play kind of that defend role, kind of like the DM. If he had to slide down, he can. And then we got the fullback, Acosta here. He's definitely more of an attacking fullback than a defensive one. Have him doing the attacking overlap. Alvarado playing support, or even maybe just defend, because I essentially told him, don't cross, don't dribble, I love passing on because he's a 10, but all these little bubbles you see is like individual instructions or just personalized roles, right? So, like Perez can't really pass, so I've got him on take fewer risks. Storer can't pass, take fewer risks. Alvarado, right? Cross less often, dribble less, take more risks pretty much for our entire midfield because we've got the vision, we've got pretty good passing attributes and all that kind of stuff. So this, I think, is going to be our core shape. We can mark, so we're going to tightly mark, but we're not getting crazy. We're playing for set pieces. We're playing balanced. We're overlapping the left when we can. So I'm hoping we can kind of clog up that midfield. There's lots of green on this page. Really, the weakness is the striker role, and that makes sense because he's not exceptionally good at that. But I wanted to show you what it will look like when we don't have players with twisted ankles, so on and so forth. In the meantime, we could bring Daniel up, right? But we have Allen here, and we're paying him a lot, so he also knows the deep lying forward very well. That gets rid of some of that discoloration on not knowing the role. And even with him, right, deep lying forward, he can actually finish. And so he can't dribble. Can we change that instruction? I can't remember on the deep lying forward. I don't play with the deep lying forward very often. We're going to say dribble less, but like, you know, I mean, I may even tell him to shoot more often, to be honest with you. Finishing is a 15. Long shots is 11. Yeah. Shoot more often, bro. Get it to him. That's a slightly different shape, but slightly, he's a little bit more aggressive, right? And then here at the right back, we've got Jalen Lindsay. And that's literally it. Like, it's Jalen Lindsay and Alvarado. Those are your options, my friends. Literally. Which is not what many would call an ideal situation. So we are going to drop Alvarado here and just pick up. You're versatile. You've got lots of skills. Here's our potential backup keeper. I'm gonna roll without a keeper. Oh, that's so risky. It's so risky. We're gonna give Jorge Martinez an opportunity. And I know that's not in the correct order, but I want to leave the spots open in my head so I can swap them back when they're back from injury. So today, my friends, if we go all the way back, we take on Nashville SC because, you know, half the teams in MLS are FC, half the teams are SC, or just nothing C. So that's nice and consistent. Nashville SC Soccer Club. That sounds dirty. I feel like we're gonna bleep that out, or I'll get demonetized on YouTube. They're in fourth. They got 16 points. We have 8. They've doubled our point total, and they've got a game in hand. 4-4-2, my friends. They play a 4-2-3-1. So again, I'm hoping having that deep line playmaker kind of cover their 10 a little bit. I have, for the first time in a long time, actually done some things with set pieces. Here's routine 2. We have both our strikers are relatively short. So like in this instance, to give us an option, they're going to go short because they're short. We got to, he's not actually tall enough because he's the backup. But like the idea is we have the normally 6 foot tall right back come in. We drop our midfield right player because he's not tall enough at 5'7", and he can actually tackle. He's pretty good as like a, breaking up a counterattack guy. And then we get our tall dudes forward. I don't usually have somebody mark the keeper, but why not? That sounds like fun. And then attacking the near post is going to be our left winger. Like see if he can, or he's lurking. I don't like the lurking. Nah, that's going to lead to offside. Let's do that. And then routine 1 is pretty similar, except he's lurking at the near post. I still don't like that. He can attack it because he's short, 5'8". He could flick it on. But just giving us some different options here on the right side. Kind of the same thing. Put the striker to mark the keeper, ping it into the box, and then routine 2, have him come short, and then I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit. I just want to also show you the training calendar. Like, good luck training anything. Look at this. Well, I mean, we came in right here. So you come back, you travel, you do possession and tactical, outfield goalkeeping. I added attacking corners. Overall, I added set piece delivery, game, recovery, a little bit of training, travel, game, recovery, a little bit of travel, game, recovery, training, game. Recovery, training, game. I mean, it's insane. Like, it's literally insane. It's literally insane, my friends. I also love that, like, half of our bench hasn't really played this year. Have they played any games? Okay, 2 substitute appearances, 1 start, and 1 substitute appearance each. Oh, we have to get rid of Alan Pulido, and it has to fix our international slot because we have 3 players coming in. And I don't know what happens in Football Manager. If you have 3 international players coming in, you only have 2 slots. Do you pick? Or does it just cancel whoever shows up first? Or who shows up last? No one knows. No one knows. Have a good one, boys. I didn't even get to have a team meeting to introduce myself. I didn't even ask for that. That's weird. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to act like I'm the former manager. It's like, what? Let's go, boys. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So we need to find some good form. That's why I've been signed. Thank you very much. We're going to play 2 games today. I don't think I mentioned that. Guess we'll find out. He's a Swiss Army knife. Yeah. Yeah. Are we? Yes, key highlights. I guess we could turn the sound on. Okay, they picked up an early yellow. All right. Gotta learn the players again. Gutierrez, Perez, who can't pass. Nice. Nice. Plays it back. That's calm as you like. I like it. Storer, who also can't pass. Watch, he's going to just hoof it. Called it. And I looked at, like, okay, do I put distributed fullbacks on? Well, our left fullback has, like, 10 passing and isn't really good with the ball at his feet other than, like, getting forward and dribbling. Like, he's not, like, I don't know. He's not as amazing. And then one of our center backs is, like, pretty decent. Like, he's, like, a 12 passing. That's a goal. Oh, good save from the young lad. So one of our center backs is, like, pretty decent at passing. The other one's pretty bad. So it's like, I don't really feel like telling him to distribute it either way. It's just like, just leave it. You know, maybe what I should do, let's try that. I just literally thought of that. Let's distribute it to the playmaker. See if we can somehow get it to him. Or is that gonna be risky? But he's got the best technique. He is really good with the ball at his feet. He's not very fast, so, like, he can turn, pick out a pass, call me as you like. Okay, they have 4 shots, 4 on target. We've had 5 shots, nothing on target. 6 with nothing on target. London Gooch picks up yellow. You know, we're betting in. We're betting in. It's okay. It's okay. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh, we got a shot on target. Oh, they're focused. They didn't get demoralized, so I'm able to yell at them. That's good. Oh, that guy is exhausted. Surely we can take advantage of him with our deep lying forward. Diego Washington gets his whole name on the screen. Congratulations, Diego. Okay. Oh. I mean, he cleared it. I would have liked a little bit better, but he said, get red. Oh, Daniel Saloy could not control that or get to it. Zambrano plays it forward. Okay. Oh, he's gone right past Jalen Lindsay. Oh, dearie, welcome to MLS, people. It also said in the build-up of all this that I was Sporting Kansas City's #1 choice. They came right to me. They got the job done. I'm not happy. I think you got to set standards. You got to set standards, boys. I'm not even going to try on the guy with 6 points up. We're just going to leave it. We're just going to leave it. And Lindsay, who is unhappy with the team talk, immediately comes out and picks up a yellow. Congratulations. Lyndon Gooch is also nervous. 10 shots, 1 on target. We might need to work the ball in the box, some would argue. Get it a little bit closer. Because, well, it's 4 long shots. It's only 40% of our shots, so we're just not very good with shooting. I think that has been the problem, as we noticed from last episode, with the most goals scored on the team being a tie with 2. You know, like, that's not ideal. Oh, do something. Thank you. I would have liked to see something a little bit better than that, but they're going to score right there because of that. So you feel it coming. It's like, you have the ball here. You could have pinged it out to Daniel here on the wing. You had a little bit of time. You didn't have a lot of time, but you had a little bit of time. But instead, you just hoofed it. You just hoofed it. We need to rest some players because we've got more games coming. Dare we try working it into the box and see how that goes? And maybe while we're working into the box, we pick up some set pieces. I love that you do that and then you can't make any changes. This guy looks pretty good. I'm kind of surprised he's only had one sub this season. Like from a development standpoint, from a team that likes to develop players. I'm just saying, he looks pretty tasty. Can you play anywhere else? We're going to do a little switcherooing here, I think. Let's do this. Take the yellow off. I'll just tell you to go be an advanced. Yeah, go. Get in, son. Get in. Lead the line. I'm already thinking, well, we've lost this game. We're going to play another game. We got to make some rotations here. Seriously, I'm thinking that. Acosta. Okay, we'll bring on K. And Paxton Palmacal. No, not for Gutierrez. He's having a good game. Sure. That makes sense. Come on, boys. And then we might as well go attacking. Like, we kind of have to. I was hoping we could just clog up the middle here and, you know, get out with a 0-0. But that's not happening. We've created one on-target shot. No chances for us. We've only had 3 corners. In fairness, they are in 4th, but that's not good enough. I'm gonna say to him, you were unlucky. It was a good effort. Like for him, he was 7.5, mate. 7.5. It's always choppy. Have we won a game yet in this series on our first game? I don't remember. We're going to come back in 4 days to take on LAFC, who are in 3rd. Maybe we do... oh, I thought I had a 4-5-1 saved. We probably do this against 3rd. Just a little bit more defensive. Yeah. Okay. Be right back. Here we go. Oh, by the way, LAFC is now in 1st. They've got 21 points. A draw is a miracle here. We've gone with the DM. I've added counter. I still like the overlap on the left. You cut inside. You go do the business. And we brought in Jose Aya here, who has 5 starts this season. We played the youngster last game. I think we need the experience, although I don't think he's very good. I'm not saying he's better than me, but in context of what we got going on here. Show. Yeah. I'm tempted to play counter or cautious, I guess, with the counter. We'll see how it goes. But it just feels like that's just going to invite first place to come hammer us. Let's go cause an upset. No one in the team, including myself, believes that. Not a single one. We continue to work on our craft in search of improvements. That's a resounding vote of confidence for the team, isn't it? They're going to be as good as anybody else. He's been good. Yeah, he's had 1 game with me. Oh, 1 minute and 20 seconds in. Oh, almost bounced in. Almost bounced in. I thought it was going to go the underside of the bar and dribble in. We've got lots of possession to start. Surely that's not... There it is. It dropped back down. Like, surely that's not accurate. Come on, boys. A 0-0. We'll take it. How are you complacent? How? You are in last place with a new manager playing first place away from home. How are you complacent? Explain that to me. Like, I don't really care if you find a player better than me and take me out of the team. Okay, good distribution there from him. That wasn't great, but it works. Eric Calvillo, assistant from Alan Pulido, whose name I just said correctly, with an unexpected goal in the 23rd minute, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button while you watch this highlight. It wasn't really intentional. It looked like that was kind of blocked. Pulido, and then he just zips it. We will take it. Beats that keeper at the back. Can we hold on for the next 60 minutes with a 1-goal lead? An 8.1, really the shining star. Everyone else playing average or below. This is my radio voice. Thank you for tuning into WGHG. Question for you. In other countries, like, okay, in the United States, I feel like I've asked this at some point in the distant past, but in the United States, all radios have a 4-letter call sign, like WGHG. Is that the case elsewhere? Or is it just the dial number, like 97.3 or whatever? We will take a 1-0. God against complacency. If there was ever a time, I'm not even going to bother talking to anybody else. If there was ever a time, I did give everybody pretty much a day off from training because they were all exhausted. So that's why we're going with the usual suspects here. Okay, falls back. House. Gutmann. House. Not really applying pressure. That's fine. That's fine. They can play with it on their half of the pitch all they want. Ganella? Gania? Lewis. Plays it back. Okay, now they're moving a little too close for comfort. Can we apply some pressure? Oh, that's offside. That's offside. Thank you. AR already had his arm up. That's good refereeing. Good refereeing. Let them get all hyped up, and now they're frustrated. Oy. Yeah, and they're anxious, too. I don't think one... Oh, mate. I don't think 1 goal is going to be enough, personally. But we're going to take our left winger who's struggling off of the pitch, my friends. You know, we'll bring Jan up because he can do a job. I don't know the players. Support. He's actually pretty good at his attacking option. That'll work. And then. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yes. 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 He can't really run, though. Oh. Pamacal's definitely more of a playmaker. That's how he lives his life. He's not very good in those options. Could we put him on support? No, I think... that may not be the option, then. Who's... It said K? He's really a cover for... left back, but he's decent. We'll give him a try. You know, come on down. If we need to, we can slide him to left back to take Acosta off and then bring Wong or Pamacal on. You know, how are you complacent? I just, that, oh my gosh, when we pressured them by saying, come on, boys. Oh, and we haven't been doing set pieces, so let's add that in. It just gave me the reminder. Thanks, assistant manager. 75 minutes in for that reminder. It's good. Thanks for that. We don't have another right back. I literally don't have anybody I can bring on in that role. Now we're in time wasting sub mode. Oh, why am I trying to do it this way? You're knackered, so oh, dearie me. There's the first one. I like Gutierrez. We just need him to not literally die on the pitch. So, welcome to MLS, baby. Lots of subs, lots of exhaustion, traveling all over this big old country on unchartered flights. Okay, is that onside? Please be onside. Oh, good save. Ethan Horvath, who's made his way back from Club Brugge, apparently. Gooch. Come on, Linden. Take your time, mate. I like it. I like bleeding the clock. That's like 5 seconds we just wasted. Love it. Oh. 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 Center back. Get rid. You can't pass. Oh, no. You're the one that can pass. Oh, dearie me. And why have I said that? Good tackle, Acosta. Good tackle. Disrupts the counterattack. Okay, we go right back. Goal. It's deflected. Oh. Okay, Gooch is not playing well either now. Yeah, come on in, Tyler. We're going to give the kid some chances, right? He deserves it. Jalen Lindsay with the clearance. He's offside. That allows us to waste some time with the sub. Can we hang on for the most unbelievable result? I almost said it, and then this is going to happen. Jan Zamburek. Oh! I was outside the box. Let's not get excited. What do you think of my coffee mug? We got that at like a... We like to support artists when we can. We went someplace where they made a bunch of, stuff themselves rather than like, from a machine. And so it's colorful. Got the blue, a little purple. It's a free kick. Delicious. While we got all this time, I guess I could put that up there. Waste 10 seconds of the remaining 35 seconds. 20 seconds left. Paxton Palmacow. Is he going to ping it in? Is he going to ping it in? He's just waiting. He's just staring at the referee. He's like... Oh, it was a set piece. Not far. If we got ahead onto that, I think that would have been a goal. Is the clock going to run out? Referee. Now the LAFC fans are going wild, right? Like, come on. Come on, ref. Oh, no. Not like this. Not like this. At the death. It doinks off of somebody's forehead, and we've somehow beaten first place. That's got to be a morale booster, right? Like, that's freaking massive. That's massive. And it's all because of this guy. So we're going to praise him and say, oh, no. See, I hate that. I'm not going to praise 76% pass completion. I was going to say you were great in front of goal the one time, but we'll just be like, hey, Eric, come here. Never mind, don't come here. I was just pranking you. And that, my friends, has lifted us to nowhere. We're at the bottom of both tables. Although you could argue we've made up some ground. We were on 8 points, and now we are tied at the bottom with 3 other teams in the Supporter Shield, 1 other team in our conference. So, like, a loss would have been significantly worse. We've got all the teams ahead of us have games in hand against us, so that's not really good. And all these teams here, all of them, except for 3 of them, have games in hand against us in the Supporter Shield. So it's not exactly fantastic, but it's better than a loss. 3 points in the first real episode with the club. We will take it. We just played LAFC. I will bring you back for the Northwest Tour, my friends. Well, we're going to go to Seattle, and then Vancouver is going to come to us. 11th and 10th, potentially winnable games, you could argue, although you would argue this was not a winnable game. So who knows by that point who will be where and on what points. And then after that, we have the U.S. Open Cup 4th round. That'll be exciting. A little cup action. We'll Inter Miami built in there. I think we play them to be like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? If you are enjoying this series, my friends, hit that like button. Tell a friend. Join the Discord. Link is in the description below. And this is WGHG signing off. Have a good one.